Good morning, good morning, good morning. Here I am. Welcome to This Week in Venice, Florida. I'm here where I start most of my mornings in downtown Wellen, coming out of my favorite coffee spot, Foxtail Coffee. Got my famous dark roast coffee, no sugar, no cream. This place is sweet enough as it is. If it's your first time tuning into this channel, I'm a local realtor here in Venice, Florida. I'm typically accompanied by my partner in real estate, Caleb Frick. I like to start my mornings walking and talking. Typically I'm with Caleb, but since I'm by myself today, I wanted to share a few things that are looming. We'll wait till we pass the music here so my listeners can hear what I'm saying. I'm used to people not listening, but that's typically at home with my wife and my son. But the big question really is, am I too early to purchase or am I too late? You know, depending on who you are and what your story is, it can be both. A lot of the people who are early adopters here definitely are reaping the benefits of an early investment, but it was not too long ago. I remember that this area was a giant dirt mound, just sand, dirt, and really just the vision. Now, the beautiful thing about this area is it's fluid. It's a giant master plan. So there's different phases going on, but some of the complaints we're getting are there aren't enough restaurants in the area. Now, I have to remind people that this is a sleepy beach area, and we do have commercial areas in the downtown historic Venice. We have Sarasota about 40 minutes away. I remember the feeling I had the first time I laid eyes on phase one of downtown Wellen. I was excited, I was elated. We finally have an anchor where we can come hang out, a destination where people can congregate. We had a farmer's market here yesterday. This place is really taking shape. Now, we do have a few restaurants. We have the Banyan House, which is really good for brunch, lunch, and dinner. We have Vellani Steak and Company. Amazing place, great service. If you look at the reviews, they always have great reviews. We're really waiting on Oak and Stone. It's a giant venue with a beer fountain and pizzas, and it's really a special place. I'm actually right now near Solace Hall. Solace Hall is a event center, a venue. They're actually hosting a wedding venue here next week. It's if you're looking to get engaged, you're looking to get married, if you're looking to source out vendors and plan your wedding in advance, they're going to be hosting something here next week and for the foreseeable future. Now, back to the question is, am I too late? Am I too early? Now, their families asking this because they're worried about their kiddos. What are they going to do? Where are they going to be? Who are they going to play with? Now, this place is, all in all, to give you an idea of the scope of things, we're sitting on 20,000 acres. Only 7,000 acres has been developed so far. So we're just about a third of the way there. When it's all said and done, we're gonna have 20,000 doors, over 60,000 residents. Maybe some of you can relate to this. I remember as a kid living in a neighborhood and there was a new construction across the street. It was dirt mounds and construction sites, and I couldn't be more excited as a kid. It was a big adventurous playground. The more open space, the better. And talk about open space, this has all of the space for your kiddos to run around, from the trails to the lake to paddle boarding to kayaking. Not to mention there's an amazing school system here. We do feed into the Venice school system, but we are building schools right here in the master plan community. So you'll have a slew of amazing options for your kids' education. Now, then there's the other type of buyer, the type of buyer that is worried about the return on their investment. It really does come down to your entry and exit strategy. We have about 10 to 15 years of build out still to go. So think about the value when this is at half capacity, full capacity. Think about the opportunities to sell your home at a great value. Now, we're not going to experience record all-time highs every year. We had 2 years of astronomical growth. People really thought they can do no wrong. But what we're seeing here is, even though the rest of the market has tapered off and slowed down, we're a unique market. We're a highly sought after destination. And the main reason is this is a master plan community that's just 15 minutes from the beach. We're west of the 75, and I can tell you that there's not much land left for a master plan community of this scope. So it's something that, if you're thinking about the macro perspective, you're thinking about the big picture, you've got plenty of time. But there are some incentives currently. There are certain prices that aren't built in yet. For instance, you have neighborhoods close to the downtown, and you know, any city, any downtown, things are pretty typical. If you live closer to the downtown where the commercial amenities are, it's typically priced in. If you live near a beach, it's typically priced in. I would say on the basis that we're so close in proximity to the beach, and on the basis of the scale of this neighborhood, and the fact that we only have phase one complete of downtown, that value has not been built in. So that alone in itself makes it a great investment. Now, remember, for the naysayers who are saying there's not enough variety, this was just an open and empty space at one point, and this is just phase one. We just heard about phase two. You know, in this neighborhood, we have a unique feature. We have the Atlanta Braves spring training facility, which is open year round, not just for spring training, but also for events and concerts and movie night. We have the Tiki Hut bar, which is open 6 days a week. So, you know, it's a place where you can go eat overlooking the field. So it's a unique feature. But what we just had, found out that over there is phase two. They're going to be building a hotel, mixed-use commercial building, and really spreading it out. Now, if you've been to neighborhoods like Lakewood Ranch, you can kind of envision where this is headed. Very similar type of feel. The difference is this is extremely close to the beach comparative to Lakewood Ranch. This is as close as you can get for a master plan community to the beach. So like I said, the only real comparable you have is like maybe Lakewood Ranch. Difference is we're way closer to the beach. But what I see in the infrastructure here in the overall plan is, and the one word that really resonates with me is thoughtfulness. They looked at all their master developments and saw the bottlenecks that were happening, saw the empty vastness between point A and point B. They made it just not a great user experience. Here they put every thought in every entryway, every turnabout, every entrance. They're really thinking about the influx of the 60,000 residents that are going to be living here in the future, and they want to make sure it's a seamless and fluid experience for everyone, where you're not bumping into people, where you're not rubbing elbows unless you choose to. Now, here, this is one of my favorite parts here. As you can see, this is a place where typically you can rent a bike, you can rent a scooter, and you can go around this amazing, amazing property. We have a trail that actually leads all around the lake. But let's get back to the main point. Are you too early? Are you too late? There's plenty of time for great investments. Now, there's certain incentives that will run out, but incentives are fluid. They change monthly. Hey, how are you, man? Hey, what's up, man? Good morning. The nice thing about this community, it's not just for empty nesters. It's not just for retirees. It's not just for single family homes. It's really for everybody. So even if you live in the neighboring area, this is the hub that you come to. Let me point out this amazing playground. Now, I would play here if it didn't draw the wrong attention, but this is a great place. It's a safe place to bring your kiddos. You can be sitting here sipping coffee, or if you're lucky enough, you can catch Oak and Stone right over there. You sit on the terrace while eating pizza, sipping your beers. Hopefully not too many because you're still watching your kids. But this area, really what it comes down to is that we're in its infancy stage. There's a great opportunity. There are people who are considering making that move. I know I did a few years ago. I know Caleb did as well. We have no regrets. This place is truly a dream. It's really living life in paradise. But when it comes down to it, the nuts and bolts, is it a sound investment? It absolutely is. This is a place where there's great value. Whether you're in your luxury home and your $3 million homes, or in your opening price points at $400,000, $450,000 villas, the value's built in. There's these gated communities within this development that offer their own amenities. So there's endless fun, there's endless entertainment. So if you're considering making a move down to the Venice area and you need a realtor to guide you through the process, you should give me and Caleb a call, shoot us a text, or send us an email. We'd be more than happy to represent you. Now, I know a lot of these new constructions, they have their own sales departments, and why would you want to reach out to a realtor aside from the person that works at that development? It's very simple. We represent you. We have a fiduciary responsibility to represent you, your investment, and we're available every step of the way. You got to remember that the builders, they represent them. They represent the seller. So if you're needing service, if you need to explore the area, if you need insight, give us a call. You can even schedule a Zoom if you want to meet before you come in town. Caleb and I would both be happy to meet, greet, speak, and talk about the wonderful place that Venice is. If it's your first time to this channel, hit that like button. Please subscribe so you'll be notified of all our latest videos, new listings, and great opportunities. So until next time, folks, I'm Lanir. I'm your local realtor. Until next time, this is This Week in Venice, Florida.